Let's go ahead and get this game started.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Detroit Pistons at their home, the Palace of Auburn Hills. And guys, for the Pistons, more than solid play for them of late. 7 wins in their last 10 outings, making their mark and playing well. Oh, and what a treat tonight. A match of the
Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. So glad you can join us here at the Palace of Auburn Hills, the home of the Pistons, Detroit, Michigan. And, of course, J.R. Smith. He won't be an option for them.
Well, as fans, as teammates, there are a lot of people that I'm sure are sad to see him go, given all he brings to the table. But I like what the trade does for him, and I bet it helps them right off the bat. I mean, it also is going to help them long term.
Well, you know, we'll see, because you don't make a change this drastic without having a period of adjustment. So you may be right. We'll see how long it takes and whether this new look roster can gel.
And it's the Pistons to start out. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. They've got Hill. Harris is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Love in at the 4 slot. Now, here is Irving. Here's Dedmon, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And the second free throw, good. And here's Cleveland. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season, and quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
Yeah, you know, these are two teams clearly on opposite ends of the continuum in this conference. I mean, this is a team they rightly feel they can beat every time they take the court.
By Kevin Love. They set the pick. Here's Lamb. Hands it from downtown. Lamb's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. For the Detroit Pistons, they come in off the loss to the Knicks in New York.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooters.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
The Cavaliers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Cleveland on defense. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way.
Especially when you couple the turnovers with the soft defense they were playing. That's a losing combination.
Here's Irving following the bucket by the Pistons. Here's Dedmon. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Now it's ended down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Teron Lue.
He said they've really got their work cut out for them dealing with a player like Kevin Love, saying he's a 25 points per game scorer and can just dominate the glass. Defensively, you just can never leave him open. No open shots, get a body on him the second and done. But guys, that's the game plan.
Great, thanks for the report, Doris. 5 on the clock, the 3 from Hill. They get it back. Love kicks to Dedmon. On the wing, Irving. Harris outside. And a miss there on the triple.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Love outside. Outside Hill. Lets it go with the 3. That's in there. Love with the assist. Hill's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Johnson the screen. Irving against Jackson. Pass to Drummond. Johnson outside. Here's Jackson. Jackson missing again.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Harris missing again. The Pistons trailing. Feeds the lane. And the rejection by Love. Irving against Jackson. Irving kicks to Dedmon. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And Kevin, that's a little taste of what can happen when the big guy takes it up strong.
Well, I guess he does have it in him then to get up off the ground when he needs to and rock it to the rim.
Yeah, you know, guys, he's never going to elevate that high, but he compensates and makes up for it with his height.
And Detroit has possession. Following the score by Cleveland, it's blocked. That is good. Cavaliers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Irving kicks to Dedmon. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Pistons trail by 4. Jackson passes to Stokes. There's a screen. He feeds it to Lamb. Drummond sets the screen for Lamb. He kicks to Stokes. Baseline J on the way. Shot is no good. Good D by Love. Harris, right side. Hill, left side. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Lamb. The Pistons have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. And the rejection by Love. It's Hill on the wing. Pulls it up. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Hill's got 5 now.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now here's Jackson. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Knicks in New York. And that one's good.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Here's Irving. 4-point game. And there's the pass to Love. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
And, well, Detroit shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. The drive by Jackson. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far. Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
Marcus Morris is checked in for the Pistons. Jennings comes in for Jeremy Lamb.
Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget about the missed shots and get themselves back on track.
Now here's Jennings. He's coming off a 22-point game against New York. Drummond the screen. Morris into the lane. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Cleveland.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
And Morris drops them both. Cleveland leading by 4. Smith outside. Passes it to Sacre. Brown outside. No good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Left side, Jennings. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jennings has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Smith dishes to Sacre. Screen by Smith. Puts it up from 12. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Johnson. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Just 3 to shoot. It's hauled in by Tolliver.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
The turnaround Jay. Morris with the rebound.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Jackson has the open look. Another 3 for Detroit.
Boy, you got to love that nice assist by Jennings.
Jennings against Smith. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Andre Drummond picks one up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Cavaliers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. A different look here for Detroit. Stokes is checked in for Drummond. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Reggie Jackson. One is no good. Detroit's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Jennings kicks to Johnson. Stokes the pass to Dinwiddie. Johnson the screen. Jennings wide open. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Dinwiddie's shot is off.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
It's Brown with the drive. Kicks to Sacre. 3-pointers. Snell. Good.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
The Pistons trailing. To the middle. Here's Johnson. It's hauled in by Tolliver. Smith with it. He averages about 5 points a game. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Dunn, he's checked in for Brandon Jennings. Cleveland shooting the sixth attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
And it's blocked by Brown. Smith on the wing. The kick out to Brown. Fires for three. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
And they continue to add to their lead. They might be ready to pull away.
No surprise from my end. I mean, they've been really good, and they're looking even better at this moment.
On the wing, Johnson. Pistons passing it around. Morris off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Smith kicks to Tolliver. To the right side. Here's Snell. Can't get it to go. And Detroit the other way now. We've got 1:18 left here in the first quarter. Here's Dunn, covered by Smith. Dunn passes to Morris. Just 5 to shoot. Ring shot on the way. Dunn misses. Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Smith kicks to Saka. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Here is Tolliver after the basket by Detroit. And too long on the shot. Pistons trail by 5. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And that one's good. Morris has got 6.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Now Smith. And here is Brown. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Cleveland ahead. They're up by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side outs for them, the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or handball.
Like or handball
either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
Cleveland leading by 3. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Hill is up there with Kevin Love. Then there's Harris. Then there's Irving. And it's Dedmon in at the 5 down low.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
Morris a screen. It's Jackson with the drive. For the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Love outside. There's the triple. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. And that's now 7 points for Love.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. And the Cavaliers with possession here. After the basket by Detroit. Irving kicks to Love. Harris outside. No good on the triple.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Here's Irving following the score by Reggie Jackson. Love outside. Love draws the double. 6 to shoot. The drive by Hill. He dishes it to Irving. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And a quick check of the stats for Drummond. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. He's getting around 16 points a game, 13 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And he's such a big presence for them on the inside.
Yeah, whether it's sending shots back airmail or cleaning the glass, he's the total package.
Detroit making a switch here. Jennings is checked in. Drummond sets the screen for Jennings, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his third.
Jarnell Stokes is checked in for Detroit. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Irving attacking. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Now here's Jennings. He's got 5. Here's Harris. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Fast break Detroit. On up the court. And Jackson with the basket on the assist from Jeremy Lamb. 9 points for Reggie Jackson.
Great unspoken communication between teammates leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
Love outside. Hill has the open look. Releases from the wing and drills it. Hill's got the lead up to 8 now for the Cavs. Detroit's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Now the feed to Lamb. No good on the 3.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Love kicks to Dedmon. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Jennings, and there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Jackson against Harris. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Jackson.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint. That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas. Boy, they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball. And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Now here's Lamb. That's another miss, number 4. He's 2 for 6 shooting.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Now here's Irving. 14 points from him the last game against San Antonio.
And equally as impressive, the playmaking. Just sensational. The way he was seeing the court and making the game easy for his teammates.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now. Looking at some different sets because of the matchup.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Now here's Jennings. He has 5. Morris a screen, and Lamb kicks to Stokes. Here's Jackson. The three-pointer no good. Cleveland leading by 10. Outside Irving. Down low. Here's Dedmon to the inside. Love. And a missed layup.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Here's Jennings. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And what hot hands have been coming from the ranks of the small forwards this past month. A look at the leading shooting percentages for those players. And you look at Morris, a great player, second in the league.
And that tells you about their ability to slash through the defense and get to the hoop effectively. I mean, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of a percentage.
That's accurate, but you can't do what they've done without a superb outside shot as well. I mean, that's not a problem for this group. They certainly can drain the jump shot.
And Jennings drops them both. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Irving with the ball. 5 points in the game. It's stolen by Lamb. Pass to Jennings. Morris, left side. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Dedmon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Hill kicks to Dedmon. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
He's 0-1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
You know, his performance at the foul line this season might be the first thing he points to as a priority to improve.
That's off as well. So he misses both. Pistons trail by 8. Lamb dishes to Jennings. Here's Stokes. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. Stokes has got 6. Now Irving. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Dedmon kicks to Irving. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 7 points in the game.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And here is Lamb. 5 points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. Morris with a screen on Hill. Here's Lamb. His 3-pointers off the mark.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Hill kicks to Dedmon. Irving attacking to the inside. Harris outside. Hill inside. Jackson on him. Love with a wide open look. They get it again. The dish to Harris. In the corner, Irving with it. Back to Harris. On the wing, Irving. He's guarded by Jennings.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around. And that's why he needed the timeout.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Drummond's checked in for Morris. Johnson comes in for Jeremy Lamb. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
The Cavaliers leading by 10. Inside, knocked loose, and stolen by Drummond. Here's Dinwiddie, trips down the breakaway slam.
And they definitely have the edge in those fast break points.
Greg, they sure have. I mean, maybe it hasn't helped put them in front, but they're clearly better off playing up-tempo basketball.
Now here is Smith to the middle. Sacre passes to Snell. Stokes with the rebound. Stokes has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Dinwiddie. Knocked away. Here's Simmons. 8 points his last outing. That falls. Great assist by Love. Love's got 4 assists in the game.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Drummond with a screen on Smith. Jennings kicks to Drummond. That one goes. Counter. Cleveland leading by 9. Smith outside. The fader. Love can't hit. Detroit's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Jennings can't get it to go. Cleveland's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Dishes it to Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Smith for 3. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Pistons trail by 9. Feeds to Johnson. Pistons passing it around. Here's Dinwiddie. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Elbow shot is on the way. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Love's got 3 rebounds now in this one. He feeds it to Simmons. In the corner, Snell with it. Lets the 3 fly. Stokes with the rebound. Stokes has got 5 rebounds tonight. There's the pass to Jennings. And Drummond kicks to Dinwiddie. Drummond a screen. Dinwiddie dishes to Stokes. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Pistons have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Donnie's checked in for Detroit. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for the Cavaliers. He doesn't get the second one. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Smith kicks to Simmons. They set the pick. Passes to Snell. Trying to get back on track. And the layup is good. Snell's got 6.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Johnson goes in from the baseline. The shot is off. And Cleveland will come the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Sacre passes to Snell. Fader on the way. That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, They could stretch this lead out.
And Drummond throws it down.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better. The pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
And guys, you know what? You wouldn't know that they're the team that's actually trailing with how they were able to pull that play off.
Johnson, good.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Here's Dinwiddie. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Johnson in the corner. Pass to Dinwiddie. Drummond the screen. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Dinwiddie. So it's the Cavaliers now. Now here is Smith. From deep. No good on the buzzer beater. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Cavaliers lead by 5. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm here with a visibly winded Kevin Love. And Kevin, what changes do you think are necessary in the second half?
See, to get to loose balls and be the tougher team, that's really it. I mean, if we do that, I feel like we'll be fine. We missed a layup, so if we convert those in the second half, we feel like we'll have the upper hand and we'll win the game.
Kevin, thanks for your time as always. We appreciate it. Guys, back to you.
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And an exhilarating first half, to be sure. Welcome back. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be breaking down all the action for you. Cleveland did not hesitate to set the pace. Their lead at one point was up to 7, and they had some real nice momentum going. By the end of the first quarter, they ended up with a 9-point margin. It was fairly close throughout the second quarter as well, but they were the better team in the quarter, ending up with a 5-point lead at the break. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, it's tough to play on the road, and they overcame that. They were mentally and physically prepared for this game, but it hasn't been easy. They faced some intense play from a team on its home turf, but these guys didn't cave in. In fact, they fought back with some intensity of their own, successfully, in front of a very hostile crowd.
Shaq, what'd you think about the Pistons?
Their transition game was really strong. It really fueled them, gave them a big injection of energy into their offense. If they can maintain that fast style in the second half, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. One of the stories here, Reggie Jackson getting it done today.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Detroit, they've got Drummond. Jackson is out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then it's Johnson, and it's Stokes in at the 4. Here's Irving, following the bucket by the Pistons. He kicks it to Dedmon. The rebound by Johnson. Pistons trailed by 5. Kicks it to Jackson. Drummond sets the screen for Jackson. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Irving against Jackson. On the wing, Irving. He's got 7. A baseline J, and the jumper is good. Irving's got 9.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play it.
They set the pick. Lamb dishes to Jackson. Johnson in the corner. The feed to Jackson. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And a foul call on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his first personal foul.
The Pistons have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
Shooting free throws.
And the first one drops. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. The Cavaliers leading by 6. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Irving kicks to Dedmon. Turnaround Jay. And the shot falls short this time. Detroit's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Johnson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Detroit making a switch here. Morris is checked in. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Jackson against Irving. He dishes it to Hill. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in. Really an extraordinary game for Hill. He has 12 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc. And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Now free throw shooting. Such an important part of the NBA game. And as the 2-guard position goes, these have been the best in the league over the last 10 games. The 4th spot held by Jeremy Lamb.
And this is a set of players that can drive and slash, hoping to draw contact, because if they can get to the bucket and the foul, it's going to be a 3-point play the hard way.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I think even if they get whistled for a fair number of charge calls because of that aggressive mindset, it's worth it when you're an elite free throw shooter, and these guys are. I think you've always got to be aggressive in trying to get yourself to the foul line.
On the wing, Harris, guarded by Jackson. And the basket by Hill.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit. I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Jackson passes to Drummond. And he drops it in from the low post. Drummond's got 7 points in the game. Cleveland leading by 8. Irving drives in. Rebounded by Jackson. The dish to Morris. Beyond the arc. Love grabs the board. Love's got 6 rebounds in the game. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Johnson. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They've led by as many as 11 points. Love against Drummond. Here's Dedmon. And that one is stuffed right through.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard, Clark.
Yes,
bring it down hard,
yes,
my brother.
Yes,
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 11. Here's Lamb. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. 9 points for Lamb. For Cleveland, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Irving dishes to Love. Shot is no good. Good work defensively by Morris. Pistons trail by 8. Lamb up top, covered by Irving. Johnson the screen, and Lamb kicks to Morris. Shot from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Jackson against Irving. Down low, and the dunk by Love.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. The Cavaliers making the shot. Clock at 6. Here's Drummond. Can't cash in from close range. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Hill with it. He's picked up by Drummond. Hill passes to Dedmon. Tries from 10. And he gets that one to go. Off the front iron. Dedmon's got 4 this quarter.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 11. Out to Morris. Wide open. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 5 assists in the game. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the 3rd. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Trying to find Lamb, gets it to him. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Jackson. Here's Love. Shoots a fader. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Love's got 13 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Again, the miss by Morris.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
What a game we've seen here for Jackson. 13 points and a couple of nice steals, too. Whether it's making the tough pass or coming up with the steal, he's been able to do it.
You're right on with that. He's had a great feel, really, for his teammates as well as the opponent.
A different look here for Detroit. Dunn comes in for Jeremy Lamb. And it's Jennings in for Johnson. And then for Cleveland, Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Tony Snell comes in for Solomon Hill. And it's Brown in for Harris. Good on the second free throw. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Outside Irving. Love right side. Love draws the double. Here's Snell, guarded by Jackson. Love fader. Rebounded by Jackson. The Pistons have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the 3rd. Here's Morris. The Cavaliers pull it in.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
That's a 2 from Snell. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Snell's got 8 points.
Assist goes to
Jennings passes to Dunn, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
Taking a look back over the last month, Kevin, let's check out how Cleveland stacked up. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're number 1 in block shots. This is a team that doesn't allow easy shots in the lane.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses, and I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
Here's Morris. The Cavaliers making the shot. Over to the wing. Morris a screen. Outside Jennings. No good from outside.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Here's Sacre. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Sacre has got his third bucket of the night.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
Outside Jackson. Morris with the screen for Jackson. Pass to Morris. Shot from 12. Oh, that's blocked. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
And taking a look at some of the stats here for Kyrie Irving. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Right around 21 points per, 10 assists and 4 rebounds. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Jarnell Stokes comes in for Marcus Morris. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Tolliver's checked in. Irving, good.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Drummond with a screen on Irving. Jennings dishes to Drummond. Pistons passing it around. Jennings drives in. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, Brandon Jennings has been getting it done. He has 9 points and 5 assists.
You know what? He's getting to the line. He's passing. He's really just converting in both those areas. He has been money.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really old school basketball, and you know how that is. Certain parts of the game never go out of style. They're always relevant, and he's excelled in those areas today.
Pistons trail by 11. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. Here's Dunn. He's covered by Brown. Jennings against Irving. Drummond a screen. Here's Dunn. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 12. And it's Brown missing.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
You know what? Nice job there on the attack at the rim, drawing the contact.
And from a defensive standpoint, a good foul to save the dunk there.
And both free throws good from Stokes. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Outside Irving. Dishes to Brown. The kick out to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Snell. He's got 8.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Jennings kicks to Drummond. Sacre with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Jennings drives in. They get it back. Stokes the pass to Drummond. Brown against Jennings. The second chance effort, and he hits the jump shot. Jennings has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Outside Irving. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. The Pistons trailing. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Smith is out there with Harris. Then there's Kevin Love. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Vujacic in at the small forward position. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jennings.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Reggie Jackson. They get a hand on it. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And, well, Detroit shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Outside Jackson. No good. That would have tied it. Well, the Cavaliers shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Here's Love. It's stolen by Lamb. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Jackson's got the ball.
Almost intimidating the defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
Now, here is Smith. Love with the screen for Smith. 5 to shoot. There's the triple. Rebounded by Lamb. Lamb's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Johnson in the corner. Feeds it to Drummond. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Now the pass to Vujacic. Smith against Jackson. Rebound by the Pistons. Lamb's got his 4th rebound in this one. He feeds it to Drummond. Beyond the arc. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip. 5 for 10.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
They set the pick. Smith kicks to Dedmon. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. First one falls for him. Second free throw, no good.
They really could have used a perfect trip to the line there. Instead, they're still down 2 possessions.
Jackson kicks to Johnson. With a floater. Pass to Stokes. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving college.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
And Detroit has possession. Following the score by Cleveland. Jackson drives in. Goes back up. Can't hit. Good D from Love. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Now Vujicic. Pass to Dedmon. He kicks to Love. Now the fast break. Lamb with the ball. Here's Jackson. Here's Drummond. That one goes. Covered. Drummond's got the lead up to 6 now for the Pistons. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pistons.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition. Boy, they've got them on their heels the way they've been running the ball up and down, right down their throat.
Yeah, some explosive plays we're seeing now in transition have really keyed this run.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Smith against Jackson. Kicks to Lamb. Launches it. Pistons keep it alive. Drummond dishes to Stokes. Second chance shot. That's no good. He's shooting 5 of 10 for the night. The Cavaliers trail by 6. To the paint. It's tipped. That's out of bounds. To the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession.
Cavaliers ball.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. 5 on the clock. Here's Sacre. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front.
And so here's Cleveland after the miss from Reggie Jackson.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one, Clark.
Yeah, as a former outstanding rebounder myself, I can certainly appreciate what this guy is doing. An extraordinary combination of talent and desire is what allows him to do what he's done today. Great performance.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. Here's Dellavedova, and there's the feed to Tolliver. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Now here's Lamb. Drummond a screen. Here's Jackson. Sinks the three-pointer. Jackson's got 19 points.
Just 2 makes on 7 shots this quarter, and he just looked lost out there in the fourth. It's obvious he doesn't have any confidence right now.
Dellavedova kicks to Brown. Here's Sacre, defended by Drummond. Sacre's shot is off. Pistons leading by 8. Jackson drives in. There's the basket and making a double-digit lead. Jackson's got 7 points for the quarter.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Dellavedova, the pass to Tolliver. The turnaround jumper. Rebound, Detroit. Drummond's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. On the wing, Jackson. He's guarded by Hill. The drive by Jackson. Johnson, that's for 2. Hill pulls it in.
He is yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
Latrey can't get it to go. And it's Detroit the other way.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Timeout, Cleveland.
And the Cavaliers call time here. One of the stories here, Reggie Jackson getting it done today.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his points.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He was emphatic. We're not getting it done, fellas. We've simply got to step up, get engaged, and try to battle back. Guys, we'll see if the pep talk gets them going.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Drummond sets the screen for Jackson. Hits it from three-point range. Jackson's got 13 points in the second half.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Here's Stokes. It's blocked. Brown with it. He dishes it to Tolliver. The screen from Brown. Three-pointer, Dellavedova, and the shot is good. Dellavedova's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Cleveland. And Lamb kicks to Stokes. The dish now to Jackson. Over in the corner, Lamb. Pass to Stokes. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Jackson. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Brown kicks to Sacre. On the wing hill. Puts up a 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And it's sent back by Hill. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill. Brandon Jennings, he's checked in for the Pistons. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Sacre. Love comes in for Anthony Tolliver. Harris is checked in for Brown. And Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova.
It's been a good night for Drummond. He's got 13 rebounds and a couple of great-looking rejections. So far, 2 blocks.
Yeah, you know, he's had a great feel for their ball movement down low and for where to be when the shot's going up.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Irving kicks to Hill. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And he makes the first.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Hill. Detroit leading by 6. And here is Lamb. Dishes it to Jennings. Drummond with a screen on Irving. Jennings. Detroit, no good that time either.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now, here is Irving. Feeds to Dedmon. Clock at 6. The 3. Cannot hit. Johnson with the defensive effort.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Here's Irving. Following the basket by Jeremy Lamb. Love, no good.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And it's Hill penetrating. Love kicks to Harris. Three-pointer. Stokes with the rebound. Stokes has got 11 rebounds in the game. Love with another miss.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Johnson sets the screen for Jennings. From 11 feet away, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. 6 points now in the game for Stanley Johnson. The Cavaliers trail by 10. And here's Love from the arc. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Johnson the screen from the arc. No good from Lamb. Cavaliers shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Irving kicks to Harris. To the middle. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Now here's Jennings. There's 31 seconds left in the game. Five on the clock. Here's Stokes. Boom, he jams it straight down.
I'm not sure how I like this one. He used the rim to get some true hang time there.
No, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Okay,
That was just
I'll buy that for now.
a good old-fashioned chin check right there.
Now Jennings. And so the Pistons take the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we'll head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's not too far away. EJ?
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Reggie Jackson.
His play tonight, Ernie, was finally a bright spot for them because, you know, they had a very rough stretch of games. It's been a while since their last win, and he was not content on playing a supporting role and letting them lose another one. He came on strong, took over, and put an end to the losing streak.
Listen up, everybody. Reggie Jackson, he can bring it. He's got a lot of skills. He can pass, he can dribble, he can shoot. And tonight, he brought them all. He's a dangerous player when he's focused and locked in.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.